Welcome back, everybody. It's our second half of the doubleheader, Rolling Meadows, Elk Grove. Joe, you having a hard time hearing me?
I have nothing.
Yeah, you're good with the mic. We'll go back to what we did in the first game. Yeah, so we had an exciting game. First off, the girls, Rolling Meadows won by, I'd say, about 11 or 12.
In the girls' game?
Yeah.
Yes, it was a
highly contested
game. A very entertaining game, just like we were hoping for.
Yeah.
Just a strong Rolling Meadows team, and the girls fought a great second half and just weren't overcome the deficit.
Right. So we're going through starting lineup. Starting tonight for Elk Grove is Brandon Burns, Joey Kalish, Devin McKinney, Mark Matos, and Mauro Garay. Starting for Rolling Meadows is Sabakowitz, Ryan Stubich, Max Christie, Jonah Agusonia, and Cameron Christie. So, Joe, we're having just a little bit of technical difficulty. I'm sure they can hear us on Channel 6, but we'll muscle through it,
We'll muscle through. So we have a Rolling Meadows team that's a very interesting team with the Christie brothers. Highly sought after. The older is one of the most highly recruited players that this area has ever seen. And I've followed the basketball in this area for a long time. And he's jumping center, and now he's got his younger brother.
Yeah, now we got the audio back on Joe, so it helps us anyway.
So now he's got his younger brother on the team with him, so
the tip-off, Joey Kalish for Elk Grove. He loses it. I'm not going to hold it against him, going up against Max. So Max, you're going to see, is basically a point guard. He's got to be what, Joe, 6'4", 6'5"?
He's 6'5", 6'6", with guard skills, athletic ability, and he can create shots. He's going to be a big, and we got
a foul. Looks like it's on 23 or Kalish. It might be Matos or Kalish. Let's see what the referee puts up. 23, Marky Matos was the foul. Shooting foul. Oh, I'm sorry. It's on Morrow. You know, Joe, I've seen a couple of Elk Grove's games. They really are a smaller team, but they have made strides. Like, they come in 0-4, but the first game to the second game to now, hopefully this game, you've seen some progression. They're starting to win quarters. They're starting to win halves. I really think they're going to play even better this year than last.
Well, this will be a challenge for them because they have this, a little town on the other side. They're going to have to manage their turnovers to stay in the game. So
looks like Elk Grove's going to come out with some motion. Ill-advised pass by Brandon and Max Christie. Kind of shows you what we've been talking about.
Well, he jumped the pass and got his easy dunk on the other side.
He might have been 6-8 inches above the rim.
Oh, his jumping ability, even on his jump shot, he elevates to a level that's pretty good.
Matos to Morrow in the middle. Ball got kicked, loose ball. We're going to get a foul. Hopefully it's not on Morrow. We don't want a quick 2 on him. Let's see. Fouls on Marky Matos.
So the turnover, I just mentioned in passing the turnover, so that's 2 for 2. We're going to have to really be careful with those.
Yeah. Well, we're turning the ball over just inside half court, and that's an issue. It's just going to lead to wide open layups for Rolling Meadows. They run like deers.
So Devin McKinney has the challenge of shadowing Max. So it's going to be a tough assignment for him today.
And it looks to me like Devin isn't even bothering with the ball. He's just got his eyes on Max's chest, and that's the way to play a player like that.
Yep. And we're going to need a lot of weak side help
Definitely.
When the ball does get in his hands.
I like Devin's going at it. Max and Devin going at it. It's going to be fun to watch. Elk Grove playing some solid defense right here.
Yeah, they're making them work.
Oh, that's a carry. Got away with that. So Max's brother is 24. Max is number 12. Max's brother is a freshman. We got a ticky-tack foul on Morrow again. That's 2. Coach will go to the bench, I'm sure. Hard to get 2 fouls in less than 2 minutes. That's just not a great start.
It's just a challenge to guard him, prevent him from getting the ball. and he's played against good competition, so he knows how to. And he kind of sold that one a little bit.
Yes,
too.
he did. Roderick Fowler in for Morrow. Roderick's seen some nice minutes this year. He's had some nice scoring games. How many steps has he given him? There we go. Sorry, Joe. I got to remember I'm not on my couch screaming at my TV.
You have your Elk Grove. I'm sure you have your Elk Grove
a bit.
undergarments
A
on.
bit.
So
I'm trying to curtail it. Yep. Markey and the guys up top. Good shot by Brandon. Comes up a little short. Devin with the rebound. Matos for 3 and missed. It splashed the net. I thought it was in.
Good defense by Markey
Absolutely.
Matos to stay in front of the man, and the ball squirted out of bounds. I like it.
With their athleticism and their height and their ability, we cannot let them get baseline. It'd just be disastrous.
Well, we just have to again. So that's younger brother.
Yeah, Cameron Christie. A lot of ball pressure right at half court.
So the turnovers are going to be the challenge. We have to really take care of the ball today.
Looks like Elk Grove is running their little bit of motion or a weave of some sort.
They got a couple good looks in the last possession. That's what they want. They got Trevor Sprague that just checked in.
Yeah, Markey Matos sits. Trevor's in. Trevor last game had a half. That's a call on Cameron Christie for a hold. Trevor's going to annoy whoever's guarding him. We know that. He had 10 points last game in one half of play.
Yeah, we know these guys. So the viewers, we know these guys because we coach these guys for years. So we're going to know their strengths and weaknesses. And Trevor is a gamer, and he's going to battle Cameron Christie. So
no question.
Nice
Good
drive
take by
and
Roderick.
take.
I think Elk Grove's a little tight currently. It's Cameron. Max with the rebound. Another offensive rebound. Just unstoppable.
Well, the body, you're going to have to put a body on him. He needs to have somebody checking him up on
Good
all.
backdoor move by Burns. Sorry.
I do like the ball movement. You know, once we can get the ball into our offense a little bit, we're getting some good looks. Right now it's 8-0 and nothing's gone in, but I like, we'll get used to the pressure and hopefully we handle it.
Burns to the hoop. Nice spin move. Might have gotten away with a travel or a carry, right? That's the call, I believe.
Yeah, but I like going after it aggressively. So it's a nice aggressive move.
Well, that's like Devin. Devin's had a nice start to this year. He has gotten to the hole on some good teams and
so
has
he
quite a bit
needs.
of points.
So there's going to be a lot of physicality going on, and I can see we're going to have to watch the fouls. We don't want to foul in that situation there where he's off the ball, just cutting to the basket. I know that you want to let him know that you're there and you're guarding him. Let's get the fouls on.
Well, to your point, Christie's back was to the ball, so there was no incoming pass. It wasn't going to be a layup. Devin's just got to be a little smarter about it, and the energy's high for this team. They know who they're playing.
Yep. It's a fun game to play in.
Cameron with a stutter step. Burns almost a steal.
Oh, nice.
14.
Sean Nolan. Oh no, that was Daniel Sobkowitz.
Timeout Elk Grove, 10-0, starting in the first quarter, 4:02 left, so we're almost halfway through the first. Elk Grove is yet to get on the board.
Yeah, well, Rolling Meadows, they look like they have a deeper team. We saw them play last year a couple times. We had the game here where I was reminded it was triple overtime, and Max Christie had put up over 50 points.
I get my information from you on that game. You were here, and I was at. I guess he had 25 free throws in that game.
Yeah, he gets those free throws because he is aggressive and he doesn't mind. He's not a bulking player, but he doesn't mind physicality. So he's going to be a tough one to match up with.
Coach Orem takes the timeout. What I really appreciate, we have a nice look into this timeout. He settles the kids down, and he's actually smiling and laughing a bit. And I think that's what you have to do. there's times for maybe a kick on the backside, and then there's times like, hey, let's just settle down. It's okay, and I think that's what he did. Got the same lineup as we had earlier. We got Sprague, Fowler, McKinney, Burns, and Kalish. Trevor will be the point guard once we set this up. We're going to get the ball in. So that's one thing, Joe, here on these kids. They're so aggressive. That ball pass has got to be crisp, and the player's got to be moving towards that pass.
Yeah, all the little things come into play when you get pressure like this. Ball fakes, backdoor.
Yeah.
All that stuff comes in. And be aggressive. You attack pressure, and you'll be shooting free throws. And
can't see down in that corner. Maybe a travel. Can't
or
really see it.
Stepping out of bounds. I forgot.
Could be.
All right, so we're under 4 minutes.
Looks like we're playing a bit of a zone here, which I actually like to change it up a little bit. Maybe it's a soft man-to-man, Joey. Yeah, we're in man.
We're in man.
Oh, illegal screen on a 14. That's an obvious call, but I don't know if they called it down here. Devin just got annihilated on an illegal screen, but there was a foul prior.
So number 14 who said that is Sean Nolan is a tough guy. He's as tough a guy out here. He is a football player.
We remember him from
feeder years.
Past years.
So he will not be shying away from anything, and when you get a pick from him, you will know about it.
Gosh, another, in my opinion, it's really early to start calling.
I thought that was good defense by Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, we got 6-1 fouls against Elk Grove, 1 for Rolling Meadows.
Well, a couple of those were legit, but that one, I didn't like that one.
No, me neither. Yeah, 14 for Rolling Meadows, Sean. He set some mean screens. He always has. And it's not dirty. He's playing within the rules.
He's just a very physical player.
Cameron Christie. No, that's Max from way out there.
Yeah, that's his game, is hitting. He makes that look effortless.
That's nice. Trevor's dribbling left-handed, but he's actually trying to create contact to see if he can get one of those fouls back. Derek.
There we go.
There we go. Roderick Fowler.
Roderick with a nice pull-up jump shot in the lane, but
gets us off a goose egg.
So we're off the schneid there, but
little double team up top.
Oh, nice
good
defense.
Turnover.
And
Burns is open in the corner. Trevor got pickpocketed here. Sean Nolan is going to give it to Max. This is going to be too easy. He got away with a foul, too. I think Roderick hit him in the arm. Kind of a quick-paced game, right?
It's a quick-paced game. Rolling Meadows, they look like, after seeing them the last couple of years, they look like their overall athletic talent level is even higher this year than it's been.
I was talking to one of the dads, Elk Grove dad, but he's very familiar with the Meadows program. They had a high school senior who had played varsity last year and was cut this year. That's how much talent they had on the underlevels.
Right. They had a lot of talent, as we saw coaching the feeder program, and their talent went to other schools, they just have a deep program.
Caden Dixon in for Jolie Kalish. Caden is a junior. Just some stingy defense here by Meadows. Might have a 5-second count. No, he gets rid of it. Trevor for 3.
Oh, nice look. Good take. Good look. We just got to lock down on defense here. We really need to.
Good play by Devin. It didn't go our way, but it was good to get it out of that.
Oh.
Just a phenomenal offensive rebound and
tough
putback.
Possession there. You know, the offensive rebounds are a killer. You put your defensive effort in there, you stop them.
And that was Joey Mickey, who was in for Max Christie. Three for Rolling Meadows comes up short. Trevor.
We just have to make sure we get a good look right now.
Thought about the breakout.
Forget about the score, and you need to get good shots right now. Sprague at the top, trying to get the offense settled in.
Good play by Elk Grove. Devin comes up short. Thought he was fouled. I think the ball was tipped. I'm not sure it was
tipped
fouled.
Or might have been a little hand. That's one of the toughest ones to call, is that little, all it takes is a little tap on your wrist to affect your shot, and it's hard to see that sometimes.
Elk Grove still in man-to-man. Cameron Christie with the ball. Into 42, who's a substitute. That's Foster Ogabanya.
And he looks like he's pretty strong with the ball around the basket.
Sure does.
So they definitely look like they have a lot more depth this year.
For Elk Grove with a miss. I'm not sure that shot from where it was. Spin move, no. Ogabenya again with the ball.
Offensive rebound and a drive in the middle, and he gets the nice friendly roll.
That's just will.
All right, so we're 21-2.
10 seconds left in the first. A very fast first quarter.
Very fast. It'd be nice to get a good look here at the end of the quarter.
Got Burns for three, no good. Rebound, Rolling Meadows, and they hold the ball.
All right,
Joe, we did the girls game, and both teams were kind of feeling each other out for the first half. It was kind of slower pace. We didn't get that in the first quarter here.
No, fast-paced, but I think Elk Grove girls in the first game needed to get their routine and their chemistry and flow of the game down, and I think the boys need to do the same thing right now.
Yeah. So we've seen, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in Elk Grove on the court, and there's still some guys on the bench that will see some minutes sometime soon.
Yeah, so they have Elk Grove's team is certainly deeper this year, and they're.
Well, I look up at the scoreboard, Joe, and you got Max Christie with 11. The team has 21. That's not a surprise.
No.
It just goes to show the talent this young man has. I mean, it's a D1 recruit, right?
He's a D1 recruit at the highest levels of the country. All the top programs. I've been looking at him for several years.
A lot of ACC teams I know.
Yeah, and he's the real deal. He's worth all the accolades, and you're going to be watching him at a major college program in 2 years, and who knows what his future holds. But
kind of reminds me of a few years ago when Stevenson had Jalen Brunson.
Right.
Different players altogether, but the skill level's there.
Yeah, that team had multiple D1 players actually. And Jalen Brunson is now, we're watching him on TV in the NBA.
Jordan Miller in for Elk Grove. Jordan doesn't have the height, but he plays a tough game. And it might be something that can spark Elk Grove. Brandon Burns a little out of control, thought he got fouled.
Oh, nice pick by Marky Matos. Now you got
3 on 1. Out to Burns. Burns for 3, no good. Max Christie rebound. Yeah, we just got beat down the court, right?
Yeah, and that was just a matter of getting beat down the court, too.
Roderick takes a peek in, comes back out, and sets it up. Looks like they're going to go to motion. Markey's in the corner.
Oh, a little contact there, but
a little bit.
Oh, a little. They got it. They got it.
Kalish back in. Burns sits on the bench for a little bit.
Burns, I like his aggressiveness. He was trying to make something happen. In these kind of games, you do want to be aggressive. And we need to stay aggressive, but we have to just take a little bit better care of the ball.
Joey Kalish.
Nice ball fake.
3. Good ball fake. Just misses.
But he got himself a really nice look.
Boy, Rolling Meadows, they know where it's at. Good rebound by Devin. He got up there.
Yeah, Devin has really improved his game.
Matos for 3. That comes in and goes in. I thought it was short, Joe. I called it too early.
It was the shooter's touch.
Devin with another rebound. Jordan wide open off his leg. Did he save it? Got pushed. They say he's out of bounds. Rolling Meadows ball.
I like it, though. We got a nice defensive stop, and we're pushing it.
Yep.
We got Jordan Miller, number 20, into the lineup for
Jordan reminds me a little bit, not a lot, of Tim Varga from years past, where he has a very specific role. It's taking on their toughest player, maybe not their quickest player.
And
he doesn't have Varga's height.
But he has physicality.
But he does, and he doesn't shy from it. He kind of enjoys it. It gets him going usually.
Well, this is a game where you need a little bit of that. You need to stem. You can't give up a lot of offensive rebounds, which we've given up a couple already here.
23-5, 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Fouls are 7-2, Elk Grove, 2 for Rolling Meadows.
So Ryan Stubich, this is the first.
What year is Ryan? We don't have their years, do we, Joe?
We do not.
Unfortunately, we didn't get that from their coach. Christie with 11 on the floor.
Missed the second.
Cameron Christie with 2, and that's currently the scoring on the floor for Rolling Meadows. A little crossover by Mark. He got Max going the wrong way. Stands like that one. Here's Jordan.
With a nice, strong move.
Yeah, that's what I like.
So that's
about
what he
him.
brings.
Absolutely.
He brings a nice, strong, aggressive move and gets a foul.
I watched him play against Stevenson, and there was such an edge, and he had no issues with a guy that he was given probably 30 pounds and 6 inches against. And he played well.
That was a good, strong move and a little over-aggressive on the D, and he's shooting 2 free throws.
Nice looking shot.
You know, when you're down and you're struggling on offense, sometimes what you need is exactly what Jordan just did.
Yeah.
Is a aggressive drive to the hole and draw a foul.
Max's younger brother Cameron is on the bench for a substitute. Cameron's only a freshman.
Yeah, I think we're going to be talking about him from what I hear through the grapevine. We're going to be talking about the younger bro just like his older brother at some point.
Elk Grove running that man. Devin's still on Max.
Oh, nice defense.
Good offensive charge.
Got the charge.
That's what you need.
Right. It was out of control, a little bit out of control, but a strong, aggressive move, and
it tells the other team, the coach, the stands, your other players that you're here, you're playing. I don't care what you think you're up against, you're going to give it your all.
I'm pretty sure that you taught him about taking charges back in middle school, too. So.
A hot pass by Markey, just a smidgen over the head. We got a turnover. 23-7, Elk Grove down. I've been watching Coach Orem for a few games and a few last year, and I will tell you the one thing that absolutely he will not tolerate is turnover.
Yeah, and we've had a few here, so this has been a tough. That contributed to this deficit. But, you know, the game is settled a little bit here.
It is.
And this is the kind of game that we want, the last 4 or 5 minutes. They're staying with some strong defense, and they're limiting their second shots.
Got to be Devin McKinney's at least his 4th rebound. Joey for 3, a little long. Jordan in there, can't tell from where I'm sitting. Looks like it's going to be Elk Grove ball.
Elk Grove ball, but that's a good shot. We'll take that shot. Defensive stop, pushed it down, a couple passes, and a wide open 3.
Joey will get hot eventually, I promise you.
We'll take that shot, I think.
Into Devin.
Devin in the middle, nice
little
strong
move.
Drew. Nice touch, too, just didn't go. Oh, good. Nice aggressive defense by Matos.
That is just knowing your teammates, right?
Yeah, that's just a good vision. You know, Max Christie, he's going to have a lot of opportunities to find teammates, too, because there's going to be a lot of attention drawn to him.
Well, they've had some talk about it, that he's actually trying to do more of that this year, that he doesn't have to be the guy, and he's starting to see the court a little bit better.
Yeah, well, I saw him play in the sectional game last year that they got eliminated on, and they played Loyola. And Loyola just devised their whole team defense to stopping him, and the team was not as deep as this team looks tonight.
And you and I were at that game, and Rolling Meadows did not look very good.
No, they did. They had trouble adjusting to somebody they could take him out of the game. But now their depth of their team looks a lot better this year than last year. So while we were rambling on about Max Christie last year, Jordan Miller got another drive and another foul and a couple free throws.
Yeah,
So just what we're saying, that it slows the game down and gets you a couple points. He's already provided a nice spark.
I think he's got 4 points already. His number's not on the board. They'll change it eventually, but Rolling Meadows just spreads the floor very nicely. No good. Rebound, Max Christie for two.
Tough. You know, he's not a huge physical specimen, but he's very aggressive going after rebounds.
Matos down to Devin McKinney. Passed a little bit at his feet. Looks like there's a scramble. Elk Grove still has it.
27-9. Nice crossover by Markey.
Nice play to Jordan. Camden, no. And we got a reach foul, I'll bet.
Yeah, it's coming on Elk Grove.
So how many times have you seen where you have a bit of a layup or an easy shot, you miss it, and then the frustration sets in and it's a quick, easy foul?
Foul the other way, and now Rolling Meadows is in the bonus now for the last 3:28 of the half. So Rolling Meadows with some wholesale changes towards the end here.
Coach Oram is working the referee down here on the baseline fairly well. He's doing it cordially, but he's definitely working him over.
Well, that's just part of coaching, is to develop that rapport with the refs, find out where they're at, why they're calling a foul a certain way, and then you have to adjust accordingly.
Free throw good.
So 2 free throws.
29-9, got a substitution.
Danny Fallon with those 2 free throws, and he comes out, and Sean Nolan back in.
Little full court press here. Up by 20, full court press. This is how much I like pressure. I don't think there's any time where pressure isn't good if you have the team that can run it.
Right. So a nice drive, strong drive to the basket, and it looks like a foul on Sean Nolan. Having Sean Nolan guard you has to be like running through a meat grinder.
Right. Looks like Joey Kalish now is matched up against Max. They might be in a little bit of a zone here, actually.
Markey with a nice take. And ball out of bounds, so Elk Grove will come in under the basket. 29-9.
I know we're giving away height, but if we could spread the floor and kind of drive and maybe create some fouls, some opportunities, something different than just looking for the three.
Yeah, this is going to be Rolling Meadows is going to be would be a tough. A nice little take by Miller.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
Again,
I like his game.
He has found the shots.
Orlando Thomas in for Rolling Meadows, number 3. He'll get a 1-and-1.
So I don't often like to talk about fashion. However, they are noticing that in college and in high school, the shorts are coming back. They're back.
Help us all.
Help us all.
The Dennis Rodman.
We thought those pictures of us in high school were dead and gone forever, but
well, in 30 years, they'll look at themselves and they'll say the same thing.
Why did we do that?
Yeah.
Why did we do that? It's not the whole team. It looks to be a personal choice of going to the old school shorts. Some thought that should be in a museum, those looks, and gone forever.
Agreed. So we still got a full court press. And Elk Grove has had trouble with this in the past against Stevenson previous, but they break it there fairly well.
I think with that experience from Stevenson, hopefully that'll help them here. And if you attack pressure aggressively and smartly, a lot of times that serves you well.
Devin McKinney in the corner. He's working baseline. It's one of his more favorite moves. What a tough bucket.
Nice looking shot, pull-up shot from the... Cuts it.
Nice charge taken. They called a block on Jordan. So Devin's one of those...
it's going the other way.
Oh, good offensive foul. That should be on Christie, I believe. Devin was one of those kids that always had the talent, made the freshman B team, played a ton of minutes, And you ask anybody that is at the pavilion or whatever, he was working on his game every minute he could. And now he's a starting guard
Well,
for
we've
varsity.
noticed that with Roderick, too. Roderick and Devin have improved their games so much. And it's really nice to see because that can really, nice take.
Call a charge.
A charge. It was good defense, good help defense, but a great drive
Coach
by
Orem, if he's not, he's thinking about asking what happened there.
I didn't have a good angle on it.
Me neither.
But it was a strong move, and it's possible it was just a good team defensive effort.
So
there.
Brandon, this is his second year on varsity, and he had serious minutes as a sophomore. So he's seasoned, and it's good. He's a good player. Offensive. That's probably the makeup call.
I
maybe?
think so. Joey Kalish with his second charge that he's taken on the day already.
Well, Trevor's not on the floor, but we do know that the two boys that we had that could cause issues to that effect were Joey and Trevor. They just have a way of getting under the skin. Good take by Brandon.
Okay, another nice take, and he got the foul this time. So I think you encourage the strong drives of the hoop. Occasionally you're going to get an offensive foul.
31-11, 1:56 to go. Elk Grove down 20. Both teams are in a bonus. Rolling Meadows is in the double bonus.
Well, the way this quarter has gone has been a much more balanced, competitive. Elk Grove, just like the girls, they found their way a little bit.
Jordan giving up 3-4 inches and still battling for that rebound. Orlando Thomas for 3.
See, their depth, they didn't have as many outside shooters last year and complementary pieces. Rolling Meadows they're pretty, I can see them.
Joey rebound, offensive rebound. Joey Kalish out to Devin.
Nice offensive
Devin for
rebound.
3. Front of the rim.
Good look, though, with a couple offensive rebounds here.
Minute 23 left.
It's important to get a good shot right here. There we
Foul.
go.
Foul on 42.
So
Banya.
So Brandon Burns handles pressure well and attacks it, and he's going to get a couple free throws here, or 2 free throws based on that. And I think that's what you need.
I thought it was a great idea to bring him up last year and let him play varsity. The first 3-4 games that we saw him, there was no question. He was, I don't want to say intimidated, but it was awestruck a little bit. The game was so much faster than he was used to. Well, this year, he's aggressive, takes it to the hole, and he belongs, no question.
When you do that and give a younger kid a chance, it pays off down the road. That's why they do it. It pays off this year. It's paying off this year. It'll pay off next year.
34-12, a minute 10 left.
A 3 up.
Good rebound by
long rebound. And a scrum and a 50-50 ball.
He's going to call a foul. All right, Joe. Whether I'm calling this for Elk Grove or not, I disagree with the call. He had plenty of time to call a jump ball, right? And waited for the Rolling Meadow guys to roll, which would have been a travel, and gave us the foul. And he's not the only one. You see it a lot. But.
So if I'm refereeing this game, I would have called that a jump ball. There was effort. There was no one using to gain an unfair advantage. They were just hustling after the ball. And I think you reward hustle. But Rolling Meadows got the ball and split the free throws. Okay, we got less than a minute here.
Will advise pass.
Oh, nice.
Mark, you got it back. Go to the hole. You got a layup. There it is.
Okay.
Good defense, good play.
So 35-14 with 42 seconds in the first half.
Cortez Holmes now in for Rolling Meadows.
Marky Matos playing some aggressive defense. He's had a couple steals already.
Travel. Good play by Joey. Joey positioned himself where the player was not going to be comfortable receiving that pass.
Joey Kalish is playing some really good defense tonight.
He is. And as you and I both know, that was not the strongest suit years ago.
No, he was a shooter and a scorer, and his overall game has definitely improved.
Jordan out to Devin. Devin for 3. They need it.
Got it.
13.8, 35-17.
So you might not think you're encouraged to be down by 18, but I'm encouraged that we're down by 18 right now.
They called a foul. Devin made the basket, it was good, and then they called a hook foul on Elk Grove, and Rolling Meadows will have a double bonus. Joe, we've done this a few times, and it seems to be the same gentleman in the zebra shirt with all the calls.
Well, you definitely have a style, and you have to get to know the refs and their style, and sometimes you have to play accordingly. So Orlando Thomas with a couple free throws.
Markey splits a double team well. Just get under control, take the three,
nice
and it's
looking
in.
Shot. That was well done, under control.
Yeah.
And he gets the three, cut it to 17, and we're going to go to the half down 17.
So Markey, this is one of his best halves I've seen him play, and I've seen a couple games. He leads the Grens with 8. Christie stays with 13. We got 37-20. Elk Grove down by 17, and we'll see you and come back as the second half begins.
That sounds good. Point game. And we're back. Rolling Meadows ball. Start the half. Max Christie to start the half.
Hey, nice little ticky-tack block. Really good. All right, so 39-20, down 19 with the ball. Devin into Morrow. Morrow's seeing some minutes.
Well, Morrow had those two quickies early.
It's just unfortunate. And I like what the coach does. He has the standards, and you get 2 quick fouls in 2 minutes, and you're going to have to sit.
Well, you just want to have a chance to play in the second half. So he's just got to be careful with, and his aggressiveness has often got him in foul trouble. But
he can jump out of the gym for his size, and we know that. Burns for 2, comes up a little short. Good defense, double team. Morrow up and in.
Nice. That was nice, aggressive. They double team Max, and they got the steal in the bucket.
Cameron with a miss. Joey Kalish rebound. So Morrow's wide open.
Nice pass by Burns.
So what a difference, right?
Well, you have a nice aggressive move, and he made the right pass. So we got the lead cut to 15 now, which is a good start to this half.
Well, like we said, if you win a quarter, right? Win a quarter to try to win the half. Then you see what happens.
Well, that's what you have to. That's how you have to view it when you're in a situation like this. Looks like Devin got his second. We're getting blocked here a little bit.
Yeah, Devin and Morrow have 2. Brandon picked up his 3rd somehow when we weren't watching, but nice play, and he missed. Devin had a small issue there. Devin made him miss that shot.
That was a strong defensive effort right there to deny. I think we got the foul, but you need to match the aggressiveness. You're going to get fouls.
So Devin is on Max Christie. Kalish is on Daniel Sabakowicz. I hope I'm getting that right. I apologize if I'm not. And that's Daniel going to the hoop hard. Offensive charge. Jolie with his 2nd charge.
I'm going to say he's got 3. One was off the ball.
That gives you a couple minutes off of practice, right?
I think coaches love that.
Something.
Well, it's a turnover. It creates a turnover. It's as good as a steal.
It is.
You're getting the ball back.
Full court pressure here. So here's the Rolling Meadows, right? They're not scoring as much as they want. They go right back into that full court press, which gave Elk Grove some fits, not horribly. Seems like Elk Grove's getting used to it a little bit.
if you can get used to it and attack it, you can actually create yourself some opportunities offensively. What Burns did in that last, and a nice little pass.
Morrow's in this game for 3.5 minutes and has 6 points.
Well, he's been the recipient of a couple nice passes, and that was from Marky Matos right there.
Well, Joe, I've seen it a lot where Morrow comes in for Jordan and Jordan comes in for Morrow, but I have seen a couple minutes where they're on the court at the same time, and I like it. It works. They're giving away the height, but it's not as obvious.
Well, what we did there is we got the ball in, and we aggressively attacked the press. And that is certainly how you can't be passive when you're breaking a press. So that they're attacking it and they're getting some opportunities on the other way.
17-point lead at the half is down to 13 for Rolling Meadows. For 3, short, rebound. Max throwing elbows everywhere, gets fouled.
He was feeling some pressure and was responding, but I think that's a good sign. That means we're being physical with them.
Yeah.
And we're getting opportunities.
2 shots. Team fouls 4 for Elk Grove. So on the board currently, we got 3 Elk Grove Grenadiers with 3 fouls each. You've got Burns, Devin McKinney, and Mauro Garay.
Well, you don't want to get in bad foul trouble, but you have to match the aggressiveness, and hopefully no dumb fouls, but aggressive fouls are going to be okay.
So no substitutions for Elk Grove. Nolan's back in for Rolling Meadows. He's going to let the 3 kids with the 3 fouls play a little bit. I don't mind it. We're on a bit of a run.
Yeah, there was our turnover.
Just a little weak on the pass, but Elk Grove got away with it. Morrow for 3. Oh, Devin went way high up for that rebound.
Boy, Devin gets great elevation going after rebounds.
He really does. Running a flat inbounds. Joey's been wide open for minutes.
A little ticky-tack.
Burns sold it, like you had said earlier.
I think if you do sell it, the questionable call might go your way once in a while.
Same inbounds. Look for something out high. Morrow in the corner. Back to Devin. Elk Grove ball.
Strong defense by Rolling Meadows, denying there, but Elk Grove's going to have another shot closer to the corner here.
Same inbounds again, 3 times in a row. I'd like to see something swing to the right side here.
The same little flat play that we ran in feeder.
Yep. Just an ill-advised pass, ill-advised foul. Morrow's got 4. That's the frustration foul, right, Joe?
Yeah, and that's the foul that always has gotten him. But it's aggressive play, it's hustling, and you occasionally get the foul that way. And that's unfortunate because he was starting this half really well.
About 6 points and a ton of energy.
Receiving passes, being in the right spot, getting those. So that's a shame that he got that foul.
Jordan Miller in for Mauro Garay.
See if we can clamp down a little bit. It's a 15-point game.
So now they got Brandon Burns on Max. That's a turnover. Elk Grove ball.
Nice strong defense there. So again, take care of the ball and aggressively attack this press.
It's a little somewhat pressure from Rolling
Meadows. It's just token pressure with the ball. By the way, Marky's trying to sell a little contact there.
Good move.
Devin with a nice strong move in the lane.
Oh, just didn't get it to drop. Elk Grove, what help defense by Jordan and Brandon.
Yeah, they are now.
Shut that down. Oh, we got a blown assignment. Elk Grove got away with it.
Markey with a nice drive with a left hand. And Miller with the board, but he got.
Good foul by Joey.
Yeah, good foul again. You don't want to give up an easy 2.
No. Joey only had 1 foul. He's got 1 to give before we get a little worried.
Yeah, you don't often want to have to sit on the bench with foul trouble, but you also want to do the right thing for the team and not give up any easy hoops.
Help D shuts it down.
Elk Grove. So again, you get the same feeling as the first game. This game
way deep.
This game is definitely settled out.
Oh, that's a jump ball.
Offensive rebound.
And in.
Offensive rebounds are tough.
An awkward shot and it drops.
Yep.
There it is. Joey for 3, short. Rolling Meadows out on the break. Very quickly, Orlando Thomas.
Oh, I thought the Euro step was only in the program.
It's leached its way into all of basketball society, unfortunately.
One of the many things that I could expound on but we'll just leave that alone.
Nobody wants to hear us.
Nobody wants to hear it.
Devin McKinney out, Roderick Fowler in.
We had a nice little start to the half. Now Roy Meadows is countering.
I got to be honest, Devin looks gassed down here. He's playing hard. Might maybe have a Charlie horse of some sort.
Well,
they're playing tough.
He's been guarding Max Christie. That's an effort right there.
Yeah. Joey Kalish out. Caden Dixon in. Roderick trying to get open, getting mugged. Looks like we got the foul.
Got it.
Yep. That was the foul. Number 4. Sobakowitz. I'm gonna say it 18 different ways, and one of them will be right, Jim.
Well, I'm sure his parents appreciate that.
We're trying.
Oh, Markey with a little.
Burns has got to score here. Good move. Take it back out. Start something up.
So it was smart. Markey had some razzle dazzle to beat the press, but it didn't force anything there.
Short. Caden, nice rebound.
Nice rebound.
Now he's going to take it to the hoop. A little runner and in.
Runner. Yeah, I like that runner. We saw that in the girls' game. A nice little runner.
So Caden's a junior. He hasn't seen many varsity minutes. This is just his first year on varsity. Well, Markey gave him a token wave, and it just dropped the 3 on us. 48-28, timeout. I'm going to guess Elk Grove. 3:13 left in the third.
Back up to 20. But again, Elk Grove is settled in. They're competing. They're competing right now.
They are. So 17 at half. We had it down to, I believe, what, 11?
13, 11.
And now we're back to 20.
Well, they got a couple fouls. A couple players that were part of that run early had to sit. Morrow.
Well, I think I mentioned at the 6-minute mark that 3 players on the floor for Elk Grove had 3 fouls. They're still out there, and they still have 3 fouls. I like it. Sometimes I think coaches get afraid of letting a kid get a 4th foul.
Well, in the meantime, you could be losing a big chunk of the game.
Right.
So I agree with you. You don't want to have guys foul out. You can't let them foul out in the third quarter, but you don't want the game. You don't want to lose the game in the third quarter.
Good ball pressure by Rolling Meadows. Markey gets through it. Brandon stuck. Oh, I thought he picked up his dribble. He didn't. Now he did. We got to swing it here. Matos is wide open on the wing. There it is for 3. Comes up short. Boy, so Orlando Thomas, he's come in.
And he's a spark plug for them.
Wow, has he just really turned it on. If I'm looking at this correct, what does he have here? He's got 9 points. I don't think he played in the first half.
He played a little in the first half.
Did he?
He got a 3, but he is a spark plug. I mean, that ball went out on the break, and he made a nice, strong move to the hoop there.
So with that move, he's going to get 2 shots, I believe,
2
right?
free throws.
He's a lefty. Hated playing lefties, right?
Yeah, so he's part of the depth that this Rolling Meadows team has this year that I don't think they had in the last few years.
Joey Mickey for Rolling Meadows will check in on a made free throw here. Let's see who he's taking out. He's taking out Sean Nolan. So the ball handling is better. The turnovers are better in the second half, no question. Stutter move. Caden way short.
Christie the other way. Rolling Meadows working their offense a little bit.
Yeah, I got to believe they're working a bit of a clock too, right? Up 20-some, 21. Max, nice little drive, stop, and in. Boy, you made the point earlier, and I just noticed he does elevate. Like, there's nobody going to block a shot.
No, he can, but so that'll translate to the next level for him when he gets there. He's going to be able to play at a high level in college. Strong defensive pressure from Rolling Meadows. Burns with a nice crossover
comes
move.
Up short. He's kind of short-armed it a little bit.
Yeah, when the defense makes you work for it, a lot of times when you get to the shot, it's a little.
Caden Dixon's come in and put in some nice minutes for Coach Orient. Markey for three, good rotation. No. Christie well above the rim for the rebound.
Way up high.
Oof.
Oh, nice block out.
Yeah, and he got the foul because of it.
So
good
if you
move.
put yourself in the right spot there to block out, you're going to get the foul call. That's 6 on Rolling Meadows, so we're not in the bonus yet.
Gene Lewis coming in for Elk Grove. And also Jaden Marquez. So we're getting down to, I hate to say the end of the bench, but some of the players that aren't seeing a lot of minutes. But what a better chance to do it.
This is the time to do it. You have some energy. Maybe they can provide a little spark for at least the end of this quarter. I'm not sure what his plans are, but.
Minute 10 left in the third.
Roderick out front. Burns on the wing.
Yeah.
Miscommunication there. Oh, and
Jordan got run over.
He got run over, but I guess the referee's deeming that incidental.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of agree with that. It was incidental, I believe. The ball was 60 feet in front of him. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I think when you're that far away from the action, taking charges is a tough thing to do.
Yeah, right. It's tough to ask. Okay, so Jaden Marquez is now in the game. Brandon Burns sits.
Brandon has impressed me. He is a confident young man who's aggressively going after. This is a tough matchup tonight.
Yeah. Somehow, some way, Joe, we got to find Elk Grove some height for next year.
Right. There's. Yeah, I think right now they're a team with a couple.
So Robert's going to be your point guard. They're calling that Elk Grove ball.
You got Gene and Jaden helping him with the ball handling duties. So a couple junior guards. So these are guys that are going to be.
Good play by Jaden. He's had a really good game. Jordan standing
nice
waiting
strong move by Roderick.
Roderick foul. He's another one, Jim Rad. Really worked on his game over the years.
Yep, and you know what? It's showing right now.
17 left in the third quarter, down by 23.
Maybe with a shorter team, you can apply a little pressure. And
Cameron looked like he took an extra step, but still a great move.
Yeah, really nice move.
Got the shot off. No go. End of the third quarter, 55 Rolling Meadows, 30 Elk Grove. I actually thought they played a little better in the third quarter. The score's not going to show you that, but
it was a great start to the third quarter. A few fouls. hurt our rotation a little bit. And
So Coach Orem put in a few of the non-starters that haven't seen as many minutes to end the third. We'll see what he comes out with in the fourth.
yeah, at some point you want to get guys experience.
Yep, agreed.
He puts in Gene and Jaden at the end of that quarter, and those are going to be two of your primary ball handlers next year. And you want to win today, but you also want to prepare for next year.
Yeah, and I don't think we mentioned it. I should have at the opening. Assistant coach Jeremy Carlson was the freshman A coach for this senior class. And there was some movement around in the coaching staff. So Jeremy's been with a couple of these guys. This will be their fourth year.
Yeah, he knows those guys, exactly.
So he's staying with the same lineup. Actually put Nate Casterton in. Nate, number 21,
so
junior guard.
Junior. So you got 3 juniors. So you got a young team there.
Yeah, everybody's a ball handler there except for Caden and Jordan Miller. Although Caden's been holding his own, believe me. Caden for 3 comes up short. He's glad he's at home on that one. If he's away, there would be some cheers. Looks like Rolling Meadows has got some different players in too. Cortez Holmes.
I like this move to get some people some playing time because it will pay off for the program.
Yeah. So we got to ask ourselves, this is the first conference game. I mean, I haven't seen Prospect. I haven't seen some of the other MSL teams, but I mean, I don't see anything touching Rolling Meadows from what I remember last year.
Yeah, Hersey and Buffalo Grove are going to be strong this year as well. I don't know if they're going to have enough to battle Rolling Meadows, but Rolling Meadows is probably going to be the class of the East.
Yeah. So where do you put them in the state of Illinois early on?
Well, it's hard to say. They look much stronger than they did last year. They're deeper. So there's to be beaten by a team of this caliber, there's no shame in that. They're talented. They're well coached.
Well, I will tell you, this team last year would not have lost to Loyola's team last year in the sections. That's for sure. Be interesting to see how this ends up.
Yeah, and again, this is early. This is the first conference game. So, watching these teams play in January and February, and you could have a different looking team.
Yeah. Just under 7 minutes, 57-31 Rolling Meadows. Both teams are in the bonus.
That just shows you that it has been an aggressively fought game.
Nate Casterton's on the board with his 2 points. Good to see. A 3 by Rolling Meadows, in and out.
Offensive rebound.
And a foul by Nate Casterton. Don't mind the foul at all. He's got 0 coming in and not going to give up a layup.
I think no easy baskets. You make them shoot the free throws.
Timeout, Rolling Meadows, I believe. Well, Joe, this doubleheader was started a few years ago by both the ADs at Rolling Meadows and in Elk Grove, and it was really kind of, I think, hearing what I've heard, to drive more people to see the girls' games, which has worked. And if you look at the stands tonight, there's quite a few students from both sides. There's a lot of parents. And quite frankly, I think there's some adults here just to see Max Christie.
Well, I think you're getting people that just want to see a night of basketball. And you have the girls' side, they're following their parents, and then you have the boys' side. I think people stay for both games. I think the attendance for these doubleheaders has increased dramatically.
Yeah. I know the downfall is it pushes the sophomore games into the secondary gym. But I don't know. I just think it's successful. More teams should try it. More schools should try it, I should say.
Yeah, I like the idea. I thought they were doing it with more teams than just Rolling Meadows, but it's definitely a good idea.
Oof, good ball movement by Rolling Meadows on a fast break. 4 guys touched the ball.
And that Foster Umbaya is a physical presence.
He is.
He's just another player that they have off their bench.
Well, I'm not going to say he is cat-like, but he is certainly pretty quick for his size.
Yeah, big body that moved really well on that play.
So we're getting to that point, Joe. 61-32. I believe IHSA rule is if you're down 30, you have a running clock.
But they have not done that in high school. Have they?
Yeah, they started it, I think, this year, I believe.
So a running clock if it hits 30.
I believe so.
Well, I think that's not a bad. I like that rule. I just didn't know that they had done that.
I tend to agree, but then I think of the dad who's sitting in the stands who has a junior on the team that's not seeing much time. You know, it could go both ways for me anyway. It's kind of
if this does go over 30 and your kid comes in and he's playing for the first time, you don't want this to go too quickly.
They cast him at the line again, makes another one. I think he's, 3 for 3 on the free throw line.
You know, we've seen a lot of free throws, and it hasn't been great today. But
Nate's done a nice job.
Nate's done a real nice job. He's got a nice looking stroke there.
And Nate Casterton is the son of Scott, correct?
Scott Casterton.
And Scott was one of those guys that put in a ton of time running the feeder program for years.
He's still involved.
Is he?
And he's got a younger son.
That's great.
And he's an Elk Grove grad, so we got the...
Those are the people we should thank because they put in countless hours to put this program together.
Well, and the work on the feeder side is never...
That's an interesting play. Yeah. It'd take me too long to explain it.
Yeah,
but Jordan was a smart move.
He was followed out of bounds. He threw it off his leg and got it back.
Should be a foul on 12, Gene Lewis. I'm going to say it's Luis, right? I probably got that wrong. Yeah, Luis.
We'll see what Coach Grams calls them, and then we'll know. Because Coach Grams at the mic there, talked to him before the game. 25 years.
Yeah, he's amazing, man.
25 years doing basketball. For football,
it's longer than that, right?
I think the school has only had one football announcer in the history of the
That's
school.
Awesome. Coach Grams could not be a nicer gentleman.
No.
Well revered at school.
One of the all-time best guys.
We got a full line substitution by Rolling Meadows. Actually, you're seeing some starters come back in. Coach Orham's going to run with this junior group plus Jordan.
Yeah, I think this is a good move by Coach Orman. Get these guys some experience playing at this level.
Well, I don't think by any means this is a punishment to the starters. I really don't.
No, this is not at all. This is just a game that got out of hand against
That's the 5th foul on Jordan.
I'd be surprised.
And he's going to get a technical on that. Frustration. Well, but anyway, Joe, back to what you're saying.
If you right, this is a team that's probably ranked. I haven't seen the rankings. Or will be.
He's going to trade Morrow out for Jordan. It's a smart move.
Yeah, when frustration sets in like that.
Yeah. Jordan's played the whole 4th quarter and most of the 3rd.
Again, playing against Sean Nolan, you have to keep your wits about you. It's gonna get physical. It's gonna get tough. And so Mauro Garay back in with his 4 fouls.
Coach just giving him a small little talk, words of wisdom. Sean misses both, but an offensive rebound. Put back in a foul. You've said it all night long, offensive rebounds, and we give away quite a bit of height here. It's hard to beat.
It's hard to beat. The long rebounds, there's not much you can do with them. It's just frustrating when you make a stop, you play D, you put all that effort in, and then you got to do it again.
Coach Orham has gotten all of his players plenty of minutes in this game, and I applaud that. I really do.
Yeah, you're playing to win today, but you're also playing for the continuity of the program for tomorrow, for next year.
Well, it just seems hard for me, and I don't see it at Elk Grove, but you see it at other schools. You're asking a player to do the 5 o'clock in the morning practices, and next thing you know, they don't see any time until maybe the 15th game of the season. And I always have thought, you're the coach, you took them, right?
Right.
If you took them, I think you're obligated to play, but
Well,
not all of them. Everybody sees it that way.
this is the game to do that.
Yeah, right.
This is a tough game, and it got to the point where this was an opportunity to get some meaningful, more than just 30 seconds, 2 minutes at the end of a game.
So 64-34, 4:39 left in the fourth. Nate Casterson again leading the charge. He's had a nice little run here, actually. He's
Right.
got, 4 points? Oh, excuse me.
4
points.
4 free throws that he made.
That's a foul on Caden. So when do you think in the process will Max Christie, who a lot of people are here to see today, when does he make a commitment? Brandon Burns checking in.
There's a spring signing period that he could, or he could wait until there's a fall. So it's going to be either, he's a junior, so it's either this spring or next fall. There's a couple of periods that they can make their declaration.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, all the major programs were mentioned as pursuit.
I know Duke was on there, right?
I know that somebody said at the Thanksgiving tournament they played at, Tom Izzo was in attendance.
So Michigan State.
Michigan State's there.
Well, those are a couple top programs.
And if those two are there, then you know there's more. Because
by chance, was the Maryland Turpin sighting in the stands?
I don't know. I need to get him to do more recruiting in this area. This is this talent-rich area that we have here.
Well, your alma mater has a nice start this year.
Yeah, hopefully they have a nice finish.
Let's not forget about the Paul Blue Demons 9-0.
Right. They are a big story because I don't think anyone expected them to be 9-0.
No, not in that Big East.
And they've beaten some quality teams already.
2:44 left, 65-34. Jaden now kind of bringing the ball up. Nice move.
Brandon Burns back in. Nice strong
go
move.
He's going to get the
Is he going
block.
to get?
No, he got the call. I think that could have gone either way,
It
really.
could have gone either way, but he's making strong moves to the hoop.
Yeah.
I've been impressed with his overall aggressiveness.
Me too.
That's going to serve him well.
And not that he played poorly last year, he is just playing remarkably better this year.
And he's had multiple free throws, and he is a really good shooter as well. He's got to get those free throws to go down.
We have been coming up short all night, it seems like. That should be in. Nothing but net.
Nothing but net.
Minute 53 left.
So we have.
Oh, nice quick move there.
I did notice your rule, your 30-point rule, was in effect. The clock was going.
Rolling Meadows, 3 offensive rebounds, and they get the bucket. Minute and a half left here.
We're not going to belabor offensive rebounds again, but Rolling Meadows has done a phenomenal job with getting offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and it's early on, too. I mean, I'm not going to put it against it, but, I mean, Elk Grove's had 4 games. This is number 5. You mentioned it earlier. Well, let's see what happens in 6 games.
Well, now they know what they have to work
Right.
on. You know, they're not a big team height-wise, so they may have to focus on team rebounding and making that a priority.
.42, Ogabanya still in the game. Easy hoop there. We're down to 42 seconds in this one. Elk Grove losing by more than a couple. Oh, he got pickpocketed. He's trying to get the ball to Nate. Nate was wide
Oh,
open.
Amaro with a
Amaro's
nice hustle play.
Joe, that's what they're expecting out of Amaro if he could just stay out of that foul trouble.
Well, he's always, that's been his challenge. His motor goes all day.
His
and
engine
his
moves.
hustle goes all day. His engine never stops. Occasionally that translates to a foul.
Good
Nice
take by Burns.
aggressive drive by Burns again.
He's got a good motor. I mean, he's got a lot of minutes in tonight, and he's still making hard moves to the hoop.
And sometimes you can just judge by how many free throws a guy takes.
Yeah.
And I don't know what his numbers are, but it's at least 8 or 10 free throws for Brandon tonight.
Down to 4 seconds. I'm sure after a couple makes, it'll just be a dribble out.
So there must be some caveat with the 30-point when the clock's.
Yeah, I don't know. And there it is. 72 Rolling Meadows, Elk Grove 36. This is a doubleheader. Joel, I want to thank Channel 6 and their crew. They were all out
the
tonight
best
in
crew.
force,
They're the
no
best.
question. Elk Grove High School for having us in and thinking of this doubleheader, and hopefully we'll do a couple more games ahead. Had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, had a lot of fun. Thank you. Good to see you.
No problem, no problem. Okay, we are doing one other game sometime in January, so we'll have at it again. Everybody watching, thank you much, and have a good weekend.
All right, thanks. You too.